Next, in Java, we are going to do final keyword with method. So here in same package, I'm creating one class and naming this class as 2. This class is our main class. So here our package name is demo9 and our class is 2. Now when we use final keyword with any method, then it means that we cannot override that method in its subclass. Overriding is related to inheritance. So if we want to prevent anyone to override our method, to change the definition of a method, then that is not possible if that method is final. So here I'm creating a class test2, and here within this class I'm declaring two instance variable a and b, one method of type void, name is get, and this method is taking two integer parameters. So I'm giving integer a and integer b. Now here we can say this dot a equals to a and this dot b equals to b. This dot a is referring to this instance variable a, and this a is referring to this local variable a, and this dot b is referring to this instance variable b, and this b is this one. So here we have assigned the value to a and b. After this method, I am creating one more method which has final keyword, final int, return type is int, and name of method is calc. And here we are taking one more local variable, integer sum. And here we are saying sum equals to this dot a plus this dot b. And here we have to return value because it's of type int. So here we'll say return sum to main function, main method. Now here if I create object of this class test2 t2 equals to new test2. So t2 is the object of test2 class. Now here if I say t2 dot get, and here we have to pass value for a and b. Here I'm saying a is 9, 7 will go to a and 9 will go to b. And after this, if I say, now this method is of type int, so I'm taking one more variable here, integer r, and r equals to t2 dot, name of that method is calc, and here we'll print the value of r. So it is going to give addition of 7 and 9. We run it, so it has given 16, which is the addition of 7 and 9. Now here after this test2 class, if I create one more class test3, which is extending class test2, extends test2. Now here I'm creating this method only because this method is final. We want to see that if we can override it or not. So here I'm saying integer, name of that method is calc, and within this method I'm taking one integer variable, a local variable, to this function, and here I'm saying p equals to this dot A multiplied by this dot B. And here we are saying return P. Save it. Now it is giving one error here. It is saying that remove final modifier of test2.calc. That means if we remove this final keyword from here, that time it is okay. It is not showing any error. It will override this method. But if I put final here, then it is not going to override that method. Here if I run it, here we have created the object of test2. If I create here object of test3, now it will show the product of those numbers. So here we can see that answer is changed. It is showing us the product of multiplication of those two numbers. But if he create here test2, and if we put here final keyword, we cannot override this method. It will give us a error message that we cannot override a final method. So this was our final method. So we are just commenting this part of program. Save it. We'll rerun it. So it has given addition of those two numbers. So this was our final method.